in the shop. We just finished up that snowblower, and I'm back out here. We got to do another job. We got to weld on these grab hooks, lifting hooks, whatever. I had them on there. I snapped that one right off last year, and I got to weld them back on. Kind of a cheesy weld on my part, so I'm re-welding them. And I'm adding a third one in the middle where that GoPro mount is right there. But anyway, I got my welder up and going. So what I did was I ordered an extension cord. I cut it off, wired it into that plug, wired it into that panel. I ordered a extension cord off Amazon, and all I did, welding plug, cut the other end off and welded it directly into the panel over there. And that's my 25-foot Amazon welding extension cord right there. And there you go, Miller Thunderbolt XL right there, AC/DC machine. And we're going to do a little welding. That's it. This guy's gonna have some water in him, guaranteed. We'll burn that rod off a little bit. She'll start steaming. If you look at it, she'll start steaming. I dropped it in the water. We'll burn off that moisture. It's only gonna steam for so long. And it's my last rod out here, so I don't feel like going in the house right now. We're welding 70/18 too, just in case you're curious. What I need on this job is some Kubota orange spray paint. Okay, that's coming along. You guys have noticed I'll have the tractor disconnected from the bucket when I'm welding. Myth or fact, I don't know, but you're just supposed to disconnect your battery cables. I always did whenever I was welding on a vehicle or anything. Completely disconnect your battery cables from the vehicle, so you don't get any of that arc going through the metal to the framework or anything of a vehicle back to your electrical or electronics. So just as habit, I find it just as easy. If you're welding on the bucket, tractor, or dump your bucket. Then you don't got to disconnect nothing. Just separate your tractor from the bucket. Then you don't got to worry about any wild electrical feeds. All right, we'll take off some of this paint. All right, so I figured while I'm doing some repair welds today on this bucket, after that kind of cheesy weld I put on there, I'm going to put a bullhorn in the middle too, so I put a big boy in the middle. I got two on the outside. I figured, you know what, I got two hooks. Why not put a nice big one in the middle? So I put that big boy in the middle, and I got two passes on that right now, one on each side. We're going to put 3-pass fillet weld on each side, I guess you basically could say, and we should be good to go. And I want to fix up this kind of shitty ass weld I did over here. One thing you want to be aware of when you're welding, you got to kind of be a little bit cautious. If you're welding and you've struck an arc and you're doing a little bit of welding, try and keep your hand, your spare hand, off the work you're welding on. Just try and strike your arc and maybe keep this hand away behind your back, wherever, but try and keep it off the work. And that way you don't allow a flow path for that electricity to get you. Because sometimes you'll notice if you're welding and if you are a bit damp, or you got a damp glove on, or you get a bad ground sputtering, you will feel a tingling as that electricity comes into your hand or through your moist clothing. You have to be careful of that. You're best off to maybe kick your hand on your leg or put it behind your back while you're welding, and be a little careful. Try not to lean on your work like this while you're welding. That's just a little safety note. Sometimes I do, but I try not to. And there's definitely moisture in these rods. I can tell you that, just from the steam that comes off them. So you heat them up a little bit, and you'll see them steam. These will just steam a little bit, not too much. And away you go, because I got my rods out of a pack that's been open for a few years, so, but they've been kept in the house on top of the hot water heater, actually. Everybody loves 70-18, man, in the DC side. Good weld. Easy slag removal. Now we'll get around the back. All right, and Today's video, welding video, goes out to Greg. Because Greg told me one time, man, you make some cheesy welds. And he's right, I do make cheesy welds sometimes, but sometimes I make good welds. And away we go. So, this one's for you, Greg. No cheesy welds today. I'm going to say with the utmost confidence today that that bullhorn right there is going to hold anything you can throw at it all the way around. I think that's going to do the job, and it's a nice big hook. You can throw chains, slings, whatever you want to weld it around it, so I think it's pretty good. All right, you guys, those hooks I welded on there today, they're weld-on hooks. These are 5/16 BECO, B-E-C-O, and they're just weld-on hooks. And where I put these weld-on hooks, you look at the back, you can see them weld-on hooks right there. I put these weld-on hooks on even my implements outside. Anything I need to pick up with the front-end loader or the track loader, skid steer, I've got them on my grapple, I've got them on my pallet forks. Anything that I might want to move up and move around with a front end loader and relocate, or it's a good tie down point if you got your load up in the air and you want to ratchet it or tie it down with a chain fall. These weld on hooks are good. So you weld them on your attachments. It allows you to grab an attachment with a front end loader and just kind of move it around, and good on the front of your bucket. So these are a good thing to have. So if you got a front end loader, tractor, skid steer, or anything, you can get these, and they come in different sizes too. Look at that one there. That's a fair size one right there too. That's a 3/8, I think. And this is a 5/16. So these weld-on hooks are handy. And if you got something you want to move around or chain to or bind down, they're handy. So we're done here today on the tractor. I got weld repair done there, weld repair done over there, and I put this bullhorn in the middle. And that should be handy too for just throwing some attachments around. So anyway, today's video was a little bit of tractor work, a bit of snowblower work back there, getting that new snowblower ready for a snowstorm, and fixing up the bucket on this and putting some hooks on there. I'll have a few more projects on the go. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.